Tell me why just about 2 weeks ago I completely fought a flu, a bad one, okay? And today, I don't know if you can tell from my voice, but it's back. See, these children, I don't know what is going around, but it's terrible. But I still have to show up, okay, today. So on Saturday, I did bulk shopping, and I usually don't like going into the kitchen on Sunday, so I didn't touch any of the stuff I bought. So today is a Monday, and I've already started. Sorry, I'm going to make some palm nut soup, and then we'll have that for supper with omuto, and then I'll try to not try, but I'll make juices for the kids for school. The plan is to have orange juice, watermelon juice, pineapple juice. Yeah. So come with me. So this is sort of like an not sort of it's an ingredient prep video, okay. But I'll also be filming two videos alongside. That's the palm nut soup recipe, and then the juices as well. I'm going to do the juicing without a juicer, so I'll be using my blender. I have a juicer, but today I don't feel like bringing out the parts and then using it and then washing it again. So I'm going to use my hands to do the juicing of the oranges, and then I'll use my blender for the watermelon and pineapple. So let's get started. So I began by cooking my palm nuts and turkey berries. Usually I do this on a coal pot so that I can save my gas basically. So of course I thoroughly wash all the ingredients and then add some water and put it on fire. When I do bulk shopping, I usually buy one olonka of palm nuts. I don't know what olonka is called in Tree, okay, but it's a sort of like a big tin that is used to measure the palm nuts. So when I buy that, I think I want to estimate maybe about 5 cds worth of turkey berries, and then I cook it. It makes a very large pot of soup for my house. So the soup I'll be making, I used about 2/3 of the palm nut you're seeing in this video for that particular soup. So just to give you an idea of how much soup you're going to get when you cook one olonka of palm nut. I know all of us like thickness of soups differently. Okay, I don't like my soups very thick, but to each his own, right? So just to give you an idea, okay. Usually, also, if I'm prepping this for later use, I cook it all the same and then pound or mash it, whatever you want to call it. But I use my food processor and then put it in the freezer. That way, whenever I'm ready to make my palm nut soup, I bring it out, let it thaw a bit, and then once I add the hot water, it just melts away basically, and then we are good to go to use it. Okay. So once the palm nuts are cooked, like I said, I'll be using my food processor to crush it or whatever you want to call it, okay, pound it. If you have the traditional mortar and pestle too, of course, you can use it. And then once that is crushed, I'm going to go ahead and make my palm nut soup. If you're new here, hi, my name is Yasmi and this is my kitchen taste and bloom. Please consider subscribing and joining this amazing blooming family. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back to watch me. So with this process, well, personally, I sieve this about maybe 3 times. Depends on how I want it or how I'm seeing the extracts basically. So that is very smooth for my soup, okay? I have a detailed video of this on my channel. I'll leave the link in the description box so you can check it out when you are done watching this video, okay? So my juice is extracted. I'm going to show you how I also cook and store my garden eggs. So I don't want them to get spoiled in the fridge, so I cook it and then bag them into portions how I want to use them, and then put it into the freezer when I'm ready to use it, whether it's for a bone or a stew or light soup or whatever soup it is. I just bring it out, allow it to thaw, and then I'm good to use it, okay? So I'm preparing the sink so I can make the juices. I prefer doing everything in and around the sink so that cleanup is easier. So I make sure to thoroughly wash my sink and clean the area very well before I start the juices to avoid any form of contamination. Also, before using the blender, I had previously poured in a mixture of water and liquid soap and then blended that to thoroughly clean it, okay? I will share the juice recipe in my next video, so do stay tuned. But I made watermelon and pineapple juice, of course with orange juice. My kids take it to school, okay, so that's why you see that I've packed them in these pouches. And they are not full because their little tummies can just take this, okay. So after that is done, I'll just put everything into my freezer compartment and then leave it in the freezer till it's frozen. And when they're going to school, they can just pick one each and then they're out, okay. So I'm done with everything I plan to do today. I think I was able to put together three different contents. So I'll be dropping them back to back basically. I don't know which will come first and follow up or whatever, but once I drop it, please be sure to watch it. Subscribe if you haven't done that already. Give me a thumbs up on this video. Leave a comment down below, okay? And then on your way out, share the video as well. And forgive my husky voice, okay? But until we meet again in another video, please don't forget to keep blooming.